Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of Tower Talk. Yeah, I know it's been forever, but I decided it was time to get back into it. Today we are conducting an approach session at Bangkok Airport. I can't really pronounce the last name. It's something like Bahama or whatever. I don't really care, honestly. I'm just here for the radar session. Anyway, we gotta stay up sharp here. We have our first customer calling in. Meantime, I'm gonna shut the status screen and for some reason it's not loading. So I'm just gonna take care of this guy first. Radar contact, blah blah blah. Going through all the motion. Anyway, we've got this guy going on now. And in the meantime, I'm gonna hit the volume down cause I can control like a mastermind with everything on style, and that's like how good I am. So while I'm doing that, I got another guy, ITR 905 Heavy, tell him to better for 19 right. I'm in a generous mood today, so I'm gonna give him what he wants. I'm gonna point him, give him a head and kind of measure the distance between downwind and base a little bit. Get him down to 9,000 just to slow him a little bit, cause he's still kinda high up. In the meantime, I need to give Ty a slap on the butt and tell him to stay on my frequency cause he's a little bit of a troubler, that one. So, and somebody that showed up on my frequency like 2 seconds ago, and I really don't know where he is, but I've got the status screen up now and I'm scrolling through getting an idea of who will be coming in the next half hour so across the course of the session. It seems like we have the potential for quite a few customers here. So with that done, I'm just kinda evaluating the radar environment, starting to see my plan take a little shape. And I guess it's just kinda slow at the moment, so I'm just kinda mapping out, planet you could call it that, just checking out. I'll wait till Jordanian 181, he should be with me, but I get the tower controller has him, and either way, he's not really a big deal at the moment. I don't really need him there. Just gonna keep an eye on him, and where is that other guy coming from? That Jordanian 181, and I'm not really, oh wait, okay. There's two Jordanian 181, okay, they're basically doppelganger, that makes a lot more sense now. But my real question is that why the two Jordanian 181, did they decide to play dress up one day? I don't really know. Either way, he's kinda high, he should be below 18,000 feet when contacting me, but I guess it's not gonna be a thing, so now I have to deal with him. And there's the request better for 19 that and I want him to reply. Please reply. I'm getting older by the second, you can reply anytime you want, and yeah. Still waiting. Oh, there we go, we got a reply. He's conscious now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and send him all the way down to 4,000 because there's not really a point otherwise than booking a delay with the scam. You should be able to burn out the altitude pretty quickly, I hope. And everything's shaping very nicely, I would think. Ty is still doing her thing, and we got another guy up at the departure and he's handing out to me. And he wants the flight bound to Kuala Lumpur. And I'm gonna give him that. And the asshat who requests frequency share, I'm gonna hit him with a duplicate because he's an idiot. A total idiot who doesn't deserve flying credentials of any kind whatsoever. And all of a sudden I'm starting to get an info to stop, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kinda mass reply to everybody. I'm gonna wait for Speedbird to request something. So in the meantime, just kind of evaluating where everything is, measuring distance, getting an idea of who gets to go first in the sequence, and all sorts of other boring radar control and stuff I'm sure all of you would love to hear more about. Jordanian's still burning off with the skin. And we are getting a couple departures at the end shortly, though I'm looking forward to that and all my miserable misery and other statutory I would assume. SK, blah blah blah. And Ty, actually, he's getting close to the flight deal and the flight level 180 at the top of my airspace, so I'm gonna go ahead and send him a frequency change to prove he's taken care of, so I can shift my focus to these guys over here now. And Bieber still hasn't said anything. It's still not a concern for me at that point, so I just, oh, and there we go, now he's requested something in that they by the virtual airline, so he better represent his airline pretty well, because I'm watching him very closely with an extremely judgmental prejudice. Yeah, that would be the word, prejudice, though. He better behave. I mean, go ahead and give him a vector towards the runway, kinda slanted off site for localizer, and I'll just send him down to 5,000 in order to offset the distance between him and the guys who are coming up on that downwind of 19 left and right, because I'm not sure who's going to go first. Yeah, it just depends on how fast they're going. So in the case they do get close to each other, I have 1,000 feet of vertical separation between the both of them. Because a lot of people are stupid, so I just gotta be cautious and aware of that. And we got yet another guy, read our contact, and okay. At least you're okay. That's a solid 9 out of 10. I'll give you that. I'm gonna tell him to back to for 19 right. I'll just bring him on that downwind very easily, and it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Give him an altitude, and I'll just let him fly it for a while. He doesn't need to get close for a little bit. And now I have Jordanian 181 for some reason. I don't know why, but he's not bothering anybody at the moment. And he's turning to base, so I'm not too concerned right now. Idea 905 is still flying. I'll get him down a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm just tracking traffic. Got 2 on downwind, another 3 in. So everything's going pretty nicely, I would think. And SK is climbing fast. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a frequency change to prove, cause he's a person that's dealing very quickly. A little, what the hell is happening there? I'm not sure what happened at that moment, but man, that guy kinda out of whack. And we got yet another request. So now I gotta deal with all this. I'm gonna have to kinda figure out where I wanna slot everybody. Gonna go ahead and give him down to 14,000. I'm gonna have him fly over the field. And I'm gonna move Ty a little bit down to 12,000 just to kinda get him out of the way for southbound departures. I'm gonna get New Zealand up a little bit, get him to fly a radar pattern. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give an altitude to the other guy, and just like that, we have where the fuck did he come from? Did you guys see that? He just came out of nowhere. So now I'm gonna have to punish him. I'm gonna have to make him go about westbound and off the right side of the runway. I'm gonna give him 5,000 just to be safe. And it's gonna be alright because I know he'll be overflying the runway but not the departure path or stuff. He'll be overflying the airport though. It shouldn't be that bad. You have to anticipate the turns a little bit. And you see that if we're 5,000 comes in handy with the speedboat, because it looks like they're going to have a parallel approach. And fortunately, Wild John kind of stuck up shot for that. So I'm going to keep a close eye on them while I'm dealing with the other people. And Jordanian handed off, because I don't need to worry about him anymore. He's fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn Speedbird and petition him for an intercept. It might work. We'll see how fast he turned. Either way, it'll be at least a 20-degree intercept. I'm gonna go ahead and turn Jordanian as well, just to kind of petition him a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and send Idea down. Normally I would combine the skin with the base turn, but you can see I can't turn him in front of the guy doing a parallel approach because there's not going to be enough separation in time. So I'm going to have him continue downwind and then turn him later. While that being done, I'm going to go ahead and turn New Zealand 773 onto downwind. And you can see the other plane over flying the field too. I have two planes flying the field. And while I'm doing that, I'm measuring. And it looked like 210 will work pretty well. So I'm going to wait a little bit before clearing him. I just got to see what happened with Jordanian. And I'm going to go ahead and tell him to put speed on course, escort 01, that is. And everything just fell into place really nicely. You know, music to my ears. I love hearing that kind of stuff. And escort requesting frequency change. I'll go ahead because it's not a big deal. He's already almost climbing to flight level 180, so I'm not too concerned. It's working very nicely. Yeah, it looks like that intercept will work. So I'm gonna position him right there and clear him for the approach for 19 right. And Jordanian, I'm gonna hold off on a little bit. I'm gonna give him 3,000, but not quite yet. He's not down to 4,000 yet, so there's no loss of separation. But I'll turn Jordanian in just a moment when appropriate. Wait for it. Okay, yeah, I think this should work pretty okay. So I'm gonna clear him down to 3,000. And presto, there you have it. You have 1,000 feet of separation each. And that pretty much that for that area of the map. Oh, and while we're at it, most of you can see this guy is a fucking moron requesting climb to flight level 280 something while he's already above my airspace. So I've done him another frequency change. Meanwhile, I'm double tasking and I've done another back ILS for the other guy, whoever it is now. I mean, I'm keeping track of everybody. It's just a lot of work to stay their call signed out loud. So in the meantime, I'm going to give him a frequency change to prove he's out my airspace now. And I'm going to stun Alitalia down to 15,000. I usually give an initial altitude to report. And now I'm going to stun Nortran over the airport now, as I mentioned earlier, over flying. And I've got idea turning beige. We're shooting for 2 parallel approaches, and the fucking idiot is calling away from an airfield 10 miles away from the initial airport. I can't but to do how much I hate with the capital H morons. I mean, what do they think they're doing, you know, taking out 10 miles away and asking for a post? I mean, who does that? Who even wants to do that? It doesn't even make any sense. I would prefer to do radar patterns even. That would be better. I just don't get why you do that. Anyway, while I was ranting, you can see what I did with everybody else. And I'm going to go ahead and turn New Zealand to Vega him down to 3,000 because I have idea 905 heavy up there just to make sure we have 1,000 feet of separation. Kind of get everything squared away there. I'm going to send Lufthansa to the west so I can get him out of the way of the approach line while we have 27 turning on to downwind. And I'm going to make sure the separation, don't worry, I'll have it there. And we've got another guy I'm turning to downwind also. Everybody going to downwind at the moment pretty much. And China Southern down as well. Getting him to 16,000 to leave a little bit of room. And these two guys are there, so I'm going to go ahead and hand them off to Tower because they're lined up and intercepting the localizer. And everything pretty much squared away on that end. So I'm really pleased, and Jordanian being a little bitch about switching, so I'll just leave him alone for now. While that's happening, I'm analyzing everywhere, and you can see a nice little line on that downwind forming naturally. It just goes with the flow, and you can see how quickly things become busy, so you just kind of have to capitalize on everything that's going on at once and figure out how it goes. An idea has been clear while I was discussing that. And what I'm going to do in just a moment, looking at Lufthansa to turn him to downwind. And I'm gonna tell Ty to just get down to 4,000. You got about, 30 miles to fly, so he got plenty of time to get down. Lufthansa gonna have a turn as well. And I'm just gonna wait just a second to clear New Zealand, just give him better angle and stuff so that hope will cross him. And I'm gonna have this guy turned up a little bit because I need to get more room for Speakton. There won't be a Speakton issue. It's just when he gets down, I need a little more Speakton room, and you'll see in a couple minutes what happens. So, yeah, and there is. And we got, we'll clear him for the intercept now, clear him for the approach. And we have New Zealand 773, he's turning, and I'm getting N2O, he's turning to downwind now. The key is getting money plane, getting in the orderly line of path, but you gotta do it quickly as you can just to make sure you have the momentum flowing everywhere. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn Nortran down, get him down to 4,000 because he's flying overhead the field. And you can see separation on the left side doing pretty well, and on the right side too, everybody got plenty of separation. And I'm gonna try and swipe these guys off periodically. It's an occurring issue and I hate it like a lot. Anyway, NTSB, we got him, he wants radar vectored, I'll go ahead and I'll help him out with that in a little bit. And we have N27, I'm gonna turn him to base now. And that should be the end of that, because Ty still has a way to fly. The other guy is gonna get you the intercept first, so that would be a welcome sight. And I'm just gonna turn NSTB that way, get him down to 5,000 just to make sure again I maintain 1,000 feet vertical separation. I'm gonna hand IDR off to Tower now, he's lined up, he's intercepted. And I'm gonna turn B41, blah blah blah. Woo! Man, that guy have way too long of a call time. Anyway, you can see the slanted downwind proof advantage now because I have him going down at an angle and it's gonna build a little more separation. All the while I have a couple more people requesting ILR, I'll get that taken care of. I'm gonna turn N203, I'm gonna get him down for base but visual approach because I wanna get him in before the heavy turn base, which is, you know, on that downwind of him. And New Zealand should be turning quite well shortly. And here's the issue though, I will point out an issue and you have to be quick to adapt. I'm going to change him to 19 right because you can see they're going to arrive at 19 that they're approximately the same time, so I have to change him. So that way, you know, it won't hit anybody, you're going to hand him to Tower. And the B413 guy, you can see I turned him to base 2, and there's plenty of separation because of that slanted downwind I made. I'm going to clear him for the approach 2 and all will be well, down to 4,000. And I'm going to give him a little more of a turn because he's a really slow turner for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and turn Ty to 290 but 10 degree off that, because they can't really go head on at the same altitude. You'll find out what happened in a little bit. And I'm sending him all the way down to 4,000. We're getting that taken care of as well. And he is having a hard time turning. And I'm just measuring the fence. I'm not going to turn him yet because again, he's a fucking moron. So I'm just going to punish him a little bit because you can't expect to do that when I'm this busy. You can't do that. So, yeah, and what the hell is happening to that guy? I don't know, I mean, I just let people do their thing, you know, I don't judge or anything, but I mean, I know I'm technically judging now, but it's not interfering with anybody who's flying at the present moment, I guess. So I'm going to turn him a little more because he still doesn't know how to turn. I'm going to go ahead and clear B413 for the ILS in just a moment, he should be good. But I'm not going to do it quite yet because I do need to make sure he ends up on the right intercept angle for the localizer because you can tell he's a little bit unpredictable. And now I'm going to turn the Santa. You're a fucking moron for reporting in. By the way, what kind of fuckwit does that? I will get you in the airport. Please trust me. It's your fault for doing that. Meanwhile, I'm ranting and I tell him to report airport inside. I'm getting that taken care of, double tasking with my awesomely smart and media mind. and I'm gonna turn Nortran to in just a moment because I should have just enough separation between him and B13 to just gotta anticipate a little bit. NTSB, I'm gonna turn him to DL7 now. Gonna get everybody in very quickly, orderly, and packed. I think it should be quite dying. And I have Ty 149er. He's coming up to the southbound departure. Just keeping an eye on everybody else at the moment. And things are going well. There's no separation loss, there's no nothing. However, I had to slow him down because, well, there's gonna be a problem if I don't. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna check on Nortran. I'm gonna slow him down too, because when you slow the plane in front, you're gonna have to slow the plane prior to, because I mean you're going at least 60 knots faster, so you want to maintain at least 3 nautical miles of horizontal separation. So we're gonna get that taken care of. I'm gonna hand him to Tower. He's intercepted and lined up with the localizer, and he's lining up too, so everything's going wonderfully well. And I'm gonna slow him down too, cause you can see he's gonna be following Nortran, and he's gonna cut across the approach path unless I slow him down. And this guy is having issues. He crossed and he still had the reported airport in sight, so I'm going to turn him and get him dealt with later. I answer to the Ty 21 Heavy dealt with. I'll hand this guy to Tower, taken care of too. The guy go boom, boom, boom. The guy be fast. Nortran, I'm gonna tell him to contact Tower because he's radar vectored on base. I've got another ILR coming in. Everything is just, I mean, look at that beautiful line working really well. And I'm gonna give uniform a initial altitude, give him something like, I don't know, 16,000 would be 15,000 actually. 15,000 would be fine. And that fucking moron still has not turned. He's a shithead. I mean, who does? I literally flying runway heard him and I told you to fly. Okay, you know what? You're staying on my frequency, you idiot. And I'm gonna have to tell him to turn again in just a second. Which should be, yeah, please follow instruction, you need to turn. Cause I don't know why the flying runway heading in front of this guy, and for the wrong runway too, it doesn't make any sense. So while I'm dealing with that drama, you can see people on base and it's working out really well. 4,000, 3,000, everything going really nicely. And yep. Woo, he turned into that good. I'm gonna go ahead and hand NT1. I gave him to Tower cause he's on base, he's following the guy really well. And everything is just operating really smoothly, and that's what I'm enjoying at the moment. We have Ty, he's going down, getting everybody situated, squared away. I got 4 nautical miles of separation there, so I'm not concerned about slowing down the Alitalia just yet. Woo. I'm gonna go ahead, frequency change, he's approaching the stealing of my airspace. So that's another one out of the way, going very well. And November 2 DL3 backtrack here, wherever he is. He's on a slanted crosswind. I'll deal with him in a little while. After Alitalia, I'm just gonna kinda make sure I'm just keeping an eye on the intercept radius. Cause I suspect I'm gonna have to get him down to 3,000 cause it looks like there's gonna be another parallel approach with the Lufthansa. We're gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear Ty 418 for the intercept ILR 19 lot. That's taken care of. Like, I love moments like these. It's just so beautiful. It just really brings a tear to my eye. I mean, I've got a little bit of an ego, so I will admit my masterful skills are at play right here. And NTSB, he's turning base for 19 right, and thanks to my 3,000 altitude, he's not interfering, so we got 1,000 feet separation there. Separation is key. You always want separation everywhere. Cause there are 2 rules to radar, okay? Number 1, you always have to maintain separation. And number 2, anticipate as much as you can. I anticipated a lot, but you have to always make sure separation is maintained. That cannot be lost ever, period. So, you gotta react early enough because situations develop very quickly. And he turned it nicely, and they ended up at the same time. Look at that. We literally have triple parallel approach going on right now. We have a direct parallel, another direct parallel, and two more down the low collider, and one on downwind, and one turning downwind shortly. It's beautiful. And that's what these guys are with the Python, and I'm not worried because you can see they got about 1,500, 2,000 feet of separation, so it's not a concern for me at the moment. And I'm going to take a picture because I just love that stone mask. I mean, I had to take a snapshot to put on my wall. It's that beautiful, yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and hand tie the tower because he lined up and intercepted. I'm going to get Altair down to 3,000 because the Lufthansa coming. I already cleared him earlier. So I just got to be careful about the speed aspect of it. And speaking of speed, I'm going to go ahead and turn China southern. His speed will give a wider gap margin from base to final, so I'm not too concerned about that. I put high, I'm just keeping an eye on them just in case, but it's not too much of an issue. Alright, I'm going to get this guy to straight downwind now, because I kind of steer him clear of potential conflict. So, yeah, that's good. I've been taking care of. And I'm keeping an eye on Altair too, because I don't like the look of that, because he's still, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. You see, the issue with that is he catching up back, because this guy in front already slowing down too soon. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and execute a mid approach, send him to head in, 1-4, I'll go ahead and do that to get him up as quick as I can, because it didn't turn ugly bad. And while I'm doing that, I'll hand the Lufthansa to tower that I've been taking care of. And woo! Okay, quite at the furthest. They should be getting separation. Yeah, and there you go, 1,000 feet. Quite at nearly a further because the jet ship wouldn't slow down. I mean, I try to avoid using speed command as much as I can, but when people do that, you find yourself not having much of a choice there. And shut up, you moron. I mean, who does shotgun? You will have plenty of time to disgun. I will give you plenty of time to disgun. It's okay, I mean, I don't know why people do that. And I know I've said that like 10 times over the course of the video, but how much of a low IQ do you have to not understand that we will not forget about you? There's always a reason, okay? And I've just given him a disgun command. Now you watch over the next couple minutes, he will have plenty of time. And thanks to vertical separation, you can see Altair and then 2-0 Super. They got plenty of separation, so I'm not concerned about that either. And as for hit on course with uniform, you're gonna see what happened. I'm gonna turn him to downwind later, the Altair, and there should be a couple miles of separation, which should be good enough to see. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of measure that a little bit while he's working on it. And yeah, night double push going on right there. Feeling very pleased. And I'm going to tell him to report airport in sight on base. And I'm going to go ahead and turn him to downwind. Now just you wait. He got 11 miles right there. But it'll transform into about, I want to say 4 miles give or take. With the way he's turning and the speed he's turning at. So it will be a beautiful amount of separation. And this guy is still not reporting. I mean, you are so close to the field, you can literally see it with the untrained eye of a flight simulator 3,000 miles away. I don't know why you had trouble reporting the field in sight. I mean, probably one of these guys who just came up the training server, something like that, I don't know. But anyway, the Altair turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and think about switching November 20 to an ILF because it obviously doesn't know how to do a visual approach, which is the travesty of the crying shame, really. I mean, it's easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him request ILF runway 19 right because, I mean, a far bigger proportion of people know how to fly an ILF, at least I'll give them that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get him to climb, but he still has separation, but for the sake of a minute, to go ahead and deal with that with him. So hopefully he should be rather fortunate. He should be climbing shortly. And we've got China Thailand, he's gearing towards base. And everything is just going really calmly and nicely at the moment. I'm pleased. And how you guys saw throughout the course of the video got busy really bad. And just like that, everybody pretty much situated or landed already. It's the key to compartmentalize and packing and just, squeezing people in. You have to anticipate. You have to turn. You have to be like, okay, I know this guy gonna have 3, 4, 5 miles of separation. Use that to your advantage. Use minimum to your advantage. You don't have to stretch it out over large portions of space. It's not really, worth it to do that. And up for China Thailand, he getting pretty close to intercept. So what I want to do personally is I'm going to go ahead and clear him for the intercept. He should turn appropriately because he's going out faster speed, and I have Altair turn into base too. And man, that looking very nice. And the guy at the bottom disappeared off the flight target. It's a recurrent issue and it pisses me off, though. I just kind of grin and bear with it. Cause I really hate when the flight tags leave like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get uniform turn now. Cause he's going pretty fast and it'll give me an extra 2 miles of base width from final to worry about. And China Thailand doing well. I'm just continuously checking measurement. And this guy, Jake D over there, I don't know where he came from. But as you can see, I just took another screenshot. And well, because I like the picture and I'm going to hang it on my wall. Super amazing, the push line I made. So yeah, I mean, I've got that done. Anyway, after the Jake D, you can kind of see he's doing pattern for tower, I think. So what I'm going to do is, and 2 hours disappear, but yeah. Okay, I don't have to deal with him anymore, that's great. Anyways, I was saying, Jake D, he's gonna be doing his thing. And while that's happening, he's with Tower, I mentioned earlier. So I'm messaging Tower right now and making sure he's not gonna interfere. Cause he's below the flight path at the moment, he's at 2,500 feet. So I'm talking to Tower right now, and he's going to turn base after Altair, and he's going to be moved to 19 right, and it's gonna work out. Just you wait and see. So it'll work, I promise. And China Thailand at the Tower now. I just gave him there, and I'm gonna go ahead and clear Altair for the approach. Just a time but turn radius to final intercept. So everything should be going swimmingly. Yeah, Jake D's starting to do her thing, and I'm just being a little weird. You gotta keep an eye everywhere all times. And he's going out for 240, 245 knot IAS in the pattern. So that day, phew, bummer. But it should work, it'll work. I'm talking with Tower on Slack right now. We use Slack to communicate, so I'm getting that worked out. So while that's happening, to kind of enjoy the show going on at the moment. And just admire that beautiful intercept. And what you actually have to be fortunate about, Uniform knows what he's doing. He's one of these super aware pilots, so I want to give him a shout out. Because he knows we're trying to slip the guy in between and he's slowing down, so I really appreciate that. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem because there's already enough separation vertically, but he's being aware and just kind of give him room. I love people like that. That's all you have to do, to be aware of your surroundings. And Uniform, 974, he's a great example. So I'm going to go ahead and give Altair to Tower. We're going to see how that plays out. I don't like the way he's speeding up, but yeah, that's going to end up being a problem. I'll explain in a little bit. But as you can see, while they're dealing with that thing, we have him and he turned perfectly. Look, he turned to 19 right in front of Uniform. They've already got and that horizontal separation on top of vertical separation. So yeah, it's working out really nicely. Woo! Man, that is nice. JD coming up on the crawl. And yeah, he's gonna have to go around with the problem there. Now I would blame. There are two issues leading to the problem, and at the restart of the pilot, I will blame. Okay, so you have these two guys, but in the meantime, let me deal with Uniform. First, I wanna deal with him before getting to these other people, and I'm gonna read our contact the other guy. Anyway, 220, clear for the interception, just a brief moment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. I turned it down a little bit just to kind of maximize the optimal angle. I mean, I have OCD about angles, okay? They got intercept a beautiful angle. I love beautiful angles, okay? So, he will be intercepting a beautiful angle. And while that being done, you can see technical mile between a Mac concerned, even if he doesn't speed up. There's plenty of room to kind of burn off a little mileage. But anyway, regarding these two guys from earlier, what happened was the pilot in front, you know that when he intercepted, he slowed to 145, 150 knots. He slowed to that as soon as he intercepted, which is a big no-no. You can't slow to landing speed as soon as you intercept. Ideally, you want to maintain 160 knots until a 4-mile final. And the second problem there is that the guy who intercepted behind the first guy, while he intercepted at what, 220 knots, really want to intercept at 180 knots. Now, there wasn't an issue back then per se because they had enough separation. You start at 4.5 miles. It just happened. And it was messed up on both of their parts. Because the first guy did it after he got off my frequency. And the same goes for the second guy, half and half. So either way, it's the second guy disappeared. I don't know what's happening there, but that was an explanation of how the backup on the pilot boat pilot. So uniform is intercepting really nicely, and I'm pleased for that. And while he's doing that, I'm getting ready to turn November 2840 Yankee, Oscar Yankee. You know, I want to repeat the whole thing in the phonetic alphabet, but it just takes too much time, so I just kind of shorten everything. I'm going to send him to Unicom because apparently my tower controller has left me to deal with the ship. So, you know, there's that. So, I'm giving myself a pat in the back for that. And I went ahead and cleared the other guy for intercept that you can see, so we are taking care of that quite nicely. Oh man, look at that beautiful turn, oh man. I can't tell you how much I love turns like that. It's my sensual nighttime entertainment, okay? That's my kind of sensual nighttime entertainment. It's beautiful, sultry turns. I mean, look at that beautiful angle. It's beloved. Anyway, the other guy he wants back to, I go ahead and give that to him. Matt. Come on, dude. Anyway, he's good. And what I do with November, I keep him at 8,000 for now, and I'll turn him to the downwind, get him taken care of. And I'm not too concerned about the speed, because I know the guy in front going slower. But I know this guy, and what I can tell you is he's going the right speed for intercept, but he should slow down a little bit. And just you watch. I'll go ahead and hand him off to Unicom. They're now taking care of him. I'll just keep a monitor on him. Just you wait and watch. Wait for it. Blah. Anyway, I'm gonna end the session here while quiet. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this. And see you guys next time. I know the ending's a little bumble, but oh well. Bye.